I mean, I've known Christopher all my life, and I know, but from what I've seen from the world and stuff, I know that I could not ask for a better brother, for a more caring and kind and compassionate brother. He's always had my back. I am one lucky guy to have him be a part of my life, and now to have Gillian as a part of my life. And I know that he, Christopher, will be the best and the kindest husband that anyone could ask for. And I know that Gillian will be the best and the kindest wife that he could ask for. So please join me in raising a glass to the newlyweds and to wishing them a happy and full life together.
If everyone would just take a second to look at Gillian and how beautiful she is tonight. And I think about some nuggets of knowledge that we have learned from Gilly. So the first one, very important, to love wholeheartedly.
To be empowered by God's grace.
More color in a wardrobe is always a good choice.
To love corgis.
Know all the things.
And, of course, to shake it off.
Finally, to share more about Chris and Gillian, cue bridesmaids, we have prepared a light musical snack to conclude our toast. And a one, and a two.
Sisters do as sisters should. We're all together, sisters.
I'm Carissa.
I'm Alyssa.
I'm Marissa.
I'm not an Issa. I'm Kayla.
I'm Kate.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Stacy.
Here are some things that come to mind when we think of the bride and groom.
They're intelligent.
They're political.
They're good dancers.
They're athletic.
They're so classy.
They got good morals.
And they're tall cats.
Even though we will miss Gillian, so we trust she's in good hands. Thank you, Chris, for loving our girl, and we wish you all the best. Let's raise our glasses to Gillian, Chris. We love you.
Gillian's oldest brother. There's about 12 and a half years difference between us. So I guess Gillian's always kind of both literally and figuratively looked up to me. And it's been a real joy and an honor to be her oldest brother and to see what a lovely young lady she's grown up into, and to see and to know and accept the man that God has brought into her life to be married. So a little known fact is that Gillian's first time to crawl was when I was sitting on the floor looking at my baseball cards, and I looked up and my little sister, I thought could only roll around on the other side of the room, was coming up and grabbing my things. And I knew from then on I was going to have to keep an eye on her, and that she would be a precocious, very intelligent, very advanced young lady. And so it's just been a joy since then. And I love you guys. And I do just want to, along those lines, make sure that I really don't know what this might come in handy though, Chris. Some baseball cards. So to Gillian and Chris.
My name is Charles, and I am Gillian's second oldest brother. And I would like to share a brief story. Growing up, all of us boys shared a room. Dow and John shared a room, and Neal and I shared a room. And when Neal went off to college, I had my own room for the first time in my life. I was pretty excited. But Gillian would sometimes come in and bring her sleeping bag and have a slumber party in my room, and she would sleep on the floor in the middle, and I would sleep in my bed, and we would stay up late talking, and we'd just have a good time. And that was some great memories that I have with my little sister. And I'm not sure the point of that story, except I would say, Chris, don't make her sleep on the floor. Neal's bed was on the other side. I don't know why. I don't know. Sorry, Gillian. I had to get that off my chest. But I would just like to say we're so happy for you guys. We're so blessed to be part of this tonight. And I've got a verse that I want to share. It's Psalms 20, and it's verses 4 and 5. And it says, may the Lord grant you the desires of your heart. And it says, we will celebrate your salvation and your victories. And we think tonight is a big victory for Gillian and Chris. And it says, we will raise a banner to our God in your name. May the Lord grant your desires. So, and I would like to say that I know, Gillian, that Dad would be very proud of you, and he is very proud of you. So to Gillian and Chris.
I'm Dow, the middle child, the best child. I kind of feel bad now following that up with what I got to do, but let's get this roast started. It's my turn to roast my sister. But first I'm going to say, Charles, thanks for your 2 cents. Here it is back, roasted. Okay, now let's roast Gillian. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding. Wrong party. I've been watching too much Comedy Central, I guess. But no, I just wanted to, I was thinking about what I wanted to say and how I wanted to be funny, and I definitely wanted to get Charles, but I thought John and Neal were okay, so they didn't do as much mean stuff. Charles was right above me growing up. But I just wanted to say that I remember whenever I would complain to my dad, I would always say, you know, but Dad, or man, I wish I could have that, Dad. And he'd look at me and say, well, Dal, if wishes and butts were candies and nuts, we would all have a Merry Christmas, wouldn't we? And I would just go, my Lego set needs to be candy and nuts. The video game I won on Nintendo is candy and nuts. Okay. But that was kind of a funny story. But what I wanted to really say was 2 things about Gillian. One thing was when my wife Misty and I first started out, we didn't have a lot of money. So we were trying to figure out what we were going to do for our wedding cake and everything. So I approached Gillian and I said, hey, you're pretty creative. You got some resourcefulness. How about you make my wedding cake? And I pay you like $25, you know, something like that. I mean, I paid her something stupid. It wasn't near enough money. But she did it, and it was great. We still have some of it frozen. So that's always a special memory. I really believe today 3 wishes that my mom and dad had for Gillian have come true. One of them was to marry a man that's deserving of her. Another one is to marry a man that will protect and provide for her, and to marry a man that loves the Lord. And so, Chris, we really believe you're all those things. Welcome to the brotherhood. You're probably going to get pranked at some point, but not today because we love Gillian. So I just want to say congratulations to you both. We love you very much.
Hello, I'm John, and I'm the brother that's closest to Gillian in age. I just had a story to share tonight, just a short one, but it was a few months ago. Charles and I were actually having breakfast with our father, and we were talking about Gillian, and he was very proud. He was bragging about her, about her life and her decisions and her accomplishments. And he actually told me not to tell anybody this, so sorry, Dad. But he said, you know, he leaned forward real quietly, and if you knew my dad, he's a big guy. He can be soft-spoken, and everyone's going to listen intently. And he leaned forward and he said, you know, I've never told anyone this, and this is private, but, you know, Gillian said that she her goal for her college career was to outshine all of her brothers. And she told me that. And then he leaned forward a little bit more, was a little bit quieter, and he said, I think she did that pretty well. And so I know Dad was extremely proud of you, Gillian. And I'm the brother in the family that doesn't have a college degree. So I've asked Gillian if I can borrow one of her, like 3 or 4, whatever she has. I can't keep up these days. Every now and then it helps me get jobs. But that's beside the point. The point is, I know that Dad's very proud of you. He's very proud of you, even to us who he knew loved you very much. He would brag about you all the time. And Chris, you've been someone that all 4 of us brothers have felt comfortable with immediately. We've seen your love and your care and your maturity, your wisdom. These are all things that are, even just to find somebody with one of these characteristics is getting rarer and rarer. It's very difficult to find these things, and you have them all. And your eye is upon our sister, and we love it. And over the years, I'll close with this story. Over the years, all of us brothers were making jokes with Gillian about the guy that she would marry. And what it came down to was the guy would have to pass the gauntlet of the brotherhood and make it and survive, because the right guy would, and then he'd have to face our dad. Well, as it turned out, he kind of faced our dad first, and our dad gave, was a thumbs up, and then we knew why when we met Chris. He's an amazing man, and we're just really excited. And we just want to say our full support is behind both of you. We're not going to beat Chris up. We've beaten up many people over the years, maybe some of you in this room. But I'm glad that those days are behind us, and now we can support you rather than go around beating people up. So thank you very much, and let's say to Chris and Gillian,